Hi there, it's Asia. Let's take an IELTS writing task 2 topic reported in one of the recent exams. And I'll show you how to write an answer that can get a band 9 score. You'll be able to download the sample essay too. Ready? Let's get started. Here is our topic. Some people think that the government should subsidize fruit and vegetables to make healthy food more affordable. Others argue that the government should tax unhealthy food instead. Discuss both these views and give your own opinion. Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge and experience. Write at least 250 words. Okay, right now, I highly encourage you to get your pen and paper ready and write your practice essay together with me. I promise you'll learn so much more if you do that. The very first step after you read the topic is to determine the type of task. I know some former examiners say that there are no types of tasks, there is just one writing task too. It is true that all task 2 essays are assessed in exactly the same way. One part of this assessment is checking if you fully answered all parts of the task. So what are these parts? And this is where our types of tasks are helpful. Our question is, discuss both these views and give your own opinion. So whenever we have this question, we need to do 3 things. Address the first view. The government should subsidize fruit and vegetables to make healthy food more affordable. You also need to discuss the second view. The government should tax unhealthy food instead. And you should give your opinion. You may agree with the first view or with the second view or have a balanced opinion. I personally think that the government should do both. Subsidize healthy food and tax unhealthy food. But even if I agreed with the first view only, I would still have to discuss the second view in my essay. Compare it to the so-called opinion essay question. One of them is, to what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? If you say that you fully agree, you should give reasons to explain why you agree. But you won't be discussing the reasons why you disagree. Basically, if you understand how to answer each type of question and what parts you should address, it's easier for you to write the essay. And that's why in my courses, we discuss each of them. But now, let's concentrate on our task. The next step is to find ideas and structure your essay. For an essay about 2 views and your opinion, there are 2 main structures. Again, in my courses, you can learn about both, but here I'm going to use the most common of them. An introduction, the first view, the second view, and a conclusion. Have a look at this structure. Is it complete? Does it cover everything? This task is about 2 views of other people. And I think most candidates already know that they need to express their opinion in the conclusion. But many still make a common but serious mistake. Basically, they discuss why other people agree with the first view. Then they discuss why some other people agree with the second view. And in the conclusion, they say something like this. To conclude, I agree with the first view. In this case, the examiner doesn't know what you think until very much the last sentence of your essay. They will never discover why you think so, because in the body paragraphs, you only discussed what others think, not what you think. And that's why you should make your opinion clear throughout your essay. And in this essay structure, I'm going to include my opinion in both body paragraphs. Okay, in this video, we're not going to discuss how to find ideas and prepare a plan for your essay. I know these topics are very important, but to be brief, we'll skip them. So go ahead, pause the video, plan the essay the way you usually do, and write your answer. And then resume the video and I'll show you my answer. Ready to continue? Okay, my introduction is: health issues arising from consuming excessive amounts of junk food are a cause of great concern in many countries. This is a short background statement. There are calls for governments to either reduce prices of healthy foods through subsidies or to raise the costs of unhealthy products through taxation. So here I've presented both views, and the word foods is plural because I'm talking about different kinds of food. In my opinion, a combination of the two is the best way forward. You don't have to give your opinion in the introduction, but I like to do that to make my opinion extra clear. So here is the first body paragraph. On the one hand, I agree that the tax option can help to reduce the consumption of potentially harmful foods. The linker, on the one hand, helps me link my introduction and the first body paragraph. And in this sentence, I directly say, I agree. Now an example. For example, the so-called sugar tax imposed in the UK on soft drinks with a high sugar content has had some positive effects. When you're looking for ideas, you may think about something personal. For example, I like Coca-Cola, and it's just become more expensive. In your task 2, try to turn your personal experience into more general examples. The price of soft drinks with high sugar content has increased. Now I'm going to explore the other side of this example. However, soft drink manufacturers have reacted by reducing sugar levels to just under the amount liable for tax. And as a result, most people tend to buy the slightly healthier version without really changing their overall dietary habits that much. Basically, I'm saying that taxing unhealthy food has some advantages, but this alone doesn't solve the overarching or the main problem. Now I have one more argument. Furthermore, it could be argued that this policy represents a kind of punishment for those consumers least likely to seek better alternatives for financial reasons. Furthermore is a formal linking word that helps us add another idea. I'm also keeping the style of this essay formal by using the passive voice. Instead of people argue, which is also fine, I wrote it could be argued. The passive voice is more impersonal and more formal. Using it can help you vary your sentence structures and achieve a higher score for your grammar. Now, the second body paragraph. Subsidizing healthy foods such as fruit and vegetables has therefore been proposed as a policy that would represent a reward rather than a punishment. This sentence is closely linked to the last sentence in the previous paragraph. The linker, therefore, shows that my idea here is a logical conclusion I drew from my previous idea. Indeed, this strategy of passing on price reductions directly to the consumer seems to have a greater impact on eating habits, and I see it as an important step towards encouraging people to eat better. In this sentence, I presented a benefit of this policy and showed that I agree this is important. So I'm not just talking about what other people think, I'm expressing my own opinion too. Of course, one drawback is that persuading governments to spend money rather than collect it through taxation is no simple matter. Here I'm showing that subsidizing healthy food is not a perfect solution either. So I'm discussing both views from different sides. All I need now is a conclusion. To conclude, I believe that the best way forward is to employ both strategies in tandem. This is my opinion, and I present it very clearly. Now I need to summarize the main arguments from the body paragraphs that led me to this conclusion. Imposing a tax on unhealthy foods and drinks can discourage people from buying them, and the money raised can then be used to subsidize fruit and vegetables, thus making them more attractive for consumers. Here, I'm not presenting new ideas, I'm just summarizing what I've said before and show how all these ideas work together. This essay is 294 words long, which is perfect. It's long enough to develop ideas, but not too long to take too much time to write. Of course, this is just one way to write an essay on one topic. For your exam, you should learn what types of tasks exist in Task 1 and Task 2, and how to answer each of them, and what to write about in each part of your answers. And more generally, you should learn what IELTS writing requirements are and how to meet them. I've designed my online courses specifically to teach you all this step by step and help you get clarity on what you need to pass your exam and how to get there in less time and with less stress. I have IELTS academic and general packs, which I'm gonna link below. Actually, you haven't seen the essay in full yet. You can download it in the PDF format right now. And if you wrote your essay, well done. Please post it in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching me today. Good luck with your preparation and your exam. Bye!